ZABoxingNation, where boxing lives, breathes, and breaks down. Today we're covering everything happening right now in the sport of boxing. Shocking headlines, new fight announcements, dominant performances, and for your favorite segment, on this day in boxing history. Let's break this all down. Former world champion Ricky Hatton, one of UK's most beloved fighters, has sadly been confirmed to have died by suicide at age 46. The coroner's reports confirmed the manner of death, closing a heartbreaking chapter for fans who watched him bring fire and excitement to every fight. From his wars with Costa Zoo to his fight against Floyd Money Mayweather to Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton's charisma and warrior mentality made him a fan favorite. And this news has sent shockwaves across the boxing world. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Rest in paradise, Ricky Hatton. You had such a tremendous career, champ. Now, let's talk about one of the most explosive performances of the month. Jaron Ennis making his 154-pound debut against Uisma Lima. And he wasted absolutely no time. He dropped him almost 3 times. He dropped him 3 times in the first round, scoring a devastating first round TKO. This performance sends a message to everyone in this 154-pound division. Bakram Moratazliev, Sebastian the Towering Inferno Fundora, Xander Zayas, and I'm going to even throw Keith one-time Thurman into the mix if he can get past Sebastian Fundora. Or even if he puts up a good enough performance, I believe that he's qualified for a fight. And his power carried up perfectly. With names like Virgil Ortiz into the mix and Erickson Lubin, who's going to be fighting next, the winner of that fight could also be seeing Jaron Ennis next. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Jaron Ennis versus Uisma Lima. After years of fallout from their canceled fight in 2022 to when they fought in 2025, it's official. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn will officially meet again in London this November. The rematch is set at 160 pounds, just like the first fight, with both fighters seeking redemption for different reasons. For Chris Eubank Jr., it's about legacy. His career has been a mix of highs and setbacks, from his stoppage loss to Liam Smith to his thrilling comeback wins. For Conor Benn, it's personal redemption after his 2022 doping controversy and his loss in 2025 to Chris Eubank Jr. That derailed his momentum and reputation. This fight has grudge match written all over it, family rivalry, bad blood, and pride at stake. Their fathers fought almost 30 years ago. Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn defined an era of British boxing, and now their sons continue the saga. Both men have looked sharper recently, but Chris Eubank Jr. has added more defensive discipline. And Conor Benn's aggression at this weight class translate well at 160 pounds. And if he keeps his stamina, expect fireworks and heavy exchanges early. My prediction is this one goes into deep waters. Chris Eubank Sr.'s experience and jab could give him the edge, but Conor Benn's youth and hunger might shock everyone, just like it did in the first fight. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments below. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, the rematch. In the heavyweight scene, Kubrat Pulev will face Murat Gassiev for a version of the WBA title on December 12th in Dubai. This fight could shake up the rankings just before the year end. Kubrat Pulev's jab and size gives him the control factor, while Gassiev's explosive power and mid-range makes him a classic boxer versus puncher dynamic. The winner could be in line for a major title unification in 2026, potentially against one of the big names like Joseph Parker or Filip Pegrovic. Heavyweight boxing is alive and unpredictable again, and this matchup proves it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Kubrat Pulev versus Murat Gassiev, December 12th, Let's run through the biggest upcoming fights that you need to be prepared for. October 25th, Joseph Parker versus Fabio Wardley. Heavyweight fireworks in London. November 8th, Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin. That fight's going to be at 154 pounds. November 14th, Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis at Casillas Center in Miami. Plus, that undercard is featuring rising prospects. November 22nd, Devin the Dream Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. at welterweight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. December 12th, we have Kubrat Pulev versus Murat Gassiev for the heavyweight WBA title in Dubai. We also have David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on November 22nd. This fight is going to be spectacular. We have Anthony Yarde, who has fought guys like Arthur Beterbiev, Sergey Crusher Kovalev. We have David Benavidez, the Mexican Ecuadorian monster, who has destroyed everyone in his path. Guys like David Morrell, Caleb Plant, and many others. This fight is going to be extremely competitive because Anthony Yarde is the more athletic fighter, but we have David Benavidez, the more come forward, pressure fighter, volume puncher. He has extremely good counterpunching ability, in my opinion, and he's just a tremendous fighter overall. Let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comments below. I believe that it's truly unpredictable and a 100% 50-50 fight. Turki Al-Sheikh is doing a tremendous job with these matchups. Let me know how you guys feel about this fight in the comments below. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, November 22nd. Each of these fights carry storylines that could shape 2026, new champions, rising stars, and possible cross-divisional matchups. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. We have a packed 2025, early 2026 coming up. And now for your favorite segment, On This Day in Boxing History. On October 16th, 1909, Jack Johnson knocked out Stanley Kachel to retain the heavyweight title, a moment that became infamous for both its brutality and historical significance. Decades later, on October 16th, 1987, Mike Tyson defended his heavyweight crown by stopping Tyrell Biggs in the 7th round, continuing his streak of dominance. Two defining moments on the same date, both showing what true heavyweight greatness looks like. Jaron Boots Ennis looks unstoppable and might be the future face of boxing. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn 2 brings generational rivalry back to life. Heavyweights like Pulev and Gassiev are still swinging for one last run. And the sport continues to evolve, with old legends honored, new stars rising, and rivalries reborn. But that wraps up my segments for today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe at ZABoxingNation, where champions get analyzed and legends are made. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.